What's going on, y'all? This is Cruz with Cruz Control Radio. Listen, man, today, this is episode 90. We're episode 90, man. We at the headquarters. And today, we got a special guest in the building, man. He goes by the name of Crisis, the Rhyme Don. What's going on, man?
What's going on, sir?
Ain't nothing much, man. Hey, I wanna get straight into it. We're gonna, if the viewers don't know, and ain't familiar, what are some things that you got going on right now? What you've been doing? Like, introduce yourself. Let them know what's going on. Pull the mic a little closer.
Hey, what's going on, man? Crisis the Rhyme Don. Some of y'all know me. Some of y'all don't. A lot of y'all don't. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I've been out the way for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But now we back around, coming back around, and I got an album with my mans from Chattanooga, Extraordinaire. Shout out Extraordinaire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Name of the album, Assholes Live Forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We dropping June 20th. So, and in the process, I've been working on my third installment of the Real Nigga Rap Music series.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Dope.
I've been around here, but I ain't been around here.
Yeah. Nah, it's always good to get that. It's always good to get that. That space off. You know what I'm saying? Live life, because if you consume yourself too deep into this shit, like you start like.
Nah, it's gonna get you every time, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You lose friends, and that'd be kind of weird, but
yeah.
Some people ain't your friend anyway.
No, and that's
just for the ride.
That's when you figure out who's really there, because if someone actually loves you, they gonna understand. Yeah. Everybody needs time. What I say is like, time with yourself is time with God. So it's like when you able to step back, you know what I'm saying, into your purpose and help realign.
Man, when you step back, man, and you take accountability of yourself.
Yeah.
That'd be the first thing. And once more people do that, take accountability for shit that they do and stuff they say and how they treat people. You know what I'm saying? Worst thing you can do is kick a man when he's down, because when he get up, he gonna remember.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm working. Remember.
I'm working with an artist right now, and it's something similar. He said, he's like, when I was like down bad, like I was homeless, nobody wanted to help. Now I'm viral and everybody want to manage me.
Man, let me tell you something.
This shit is crazy.
When you're down, like you said, man, that's when you find out who your real friends is. You know what I'm saying? Because your real friends, your real family, they not going to say nothing against you. They're not going to do nothing behind your back.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If they fuck up, they going to come to you like a man and tell you straight up and down, hey, man, that's on me.
Right.
I love you, bro.
Yep.
That's on me. But a lot of cats don't do that.
Yeah. And I think more so now it's easier to disappear on, like, instead of people taking accountability, it's easier to disappear online, because like you can fall back but still watch somebody.
That's corny as shit. Because in real life, if you my mans, I'm talking about you my mans, nigga, I don't got a problem with telling you, hey, bro, I'm sorry.
Right.
I don't got a problem with saying, hey, bro, I love you. I don't got a problem with saying, hey, man, don't do that.
Right.
That's stupid. I don't got, like, if we really like that, we can check each other. And it ain't nothing past that.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But like you said, most cats rather just disappear than take accountability for what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know me personally, if I did something wrong, I'm going to make the initiation. I'm going to reach out.
Right.
But if I didn't do nothing to you, then fuck you.
And especially when you don't know. Like, a motherfucker be mad at you and you don't even know.
For years and you'll never know it.
And be like, damn, well, why didn't you just tell me? Like, if
we could have been fixed this.
Yeah. Crazy.
But that's just how it be.
So I wanna talk about so I'm a videographer, and when I looked at your video that you had, it was like a short film but a music video as well. Man, that was so Stomp the Yard.
Stomp the Yard.
Man, that was so dope. What is, like, where did the initial idea come from? I know I hear it in the song, but like, what made y'all say we going all out? Y'all had the costumes and everything.
Yeah, I mean, like when we recorded the record and we finally got the record done, I ain't gonna even say when we got it all the way done. Once I dropped my verse, he dropped his. We was like, bro, we gotta do something different.
Yeah.
And at first we was gonna try to keep it new. It was like, nah. Then my man was like, let's go old school.
Yeah.
He said, let's go all out.
Yeah.
And when he gave me the idea and we started putting it together, I put mine in, he put his in, and yeah, that's what we came up with, man. And damn masterpiece, bro.
Yeah. Nah, and that's one of those ones, like, how do you go about, like, because there was like over 20 people that's a part of that, as far as like actors and actresses. Like, so how do y'all go about like scouting? How did y'all find people to even like be a part of it?
A lot of that stuff, well, first of all, we shot it in Chattanooga.
Yeah.
So, you know, as far as the casting and stuff, you know, he knew a lot of folks. I knew some people, you know what I'm saying? But he knew most of the cast, and, you know, we was real set, man. Everybody got paid, you know, everything got signed off.
That's crazy.
And yeah, man, like I said, when we put the script together, well, we had help. Shout out to Devon Cooper helping us with the script. Like I said, man, that shit came together, and it worked out better than we thought it was.
Yeah.
Cause like you said, man, to have all these different people, you know what I'm saying, but everybody was invested in the actual overall project of it. So
yeah,
everybody kind of did what we needed them to do, and that shit was dope, man.
And that's what I was gonna ask too. When you guys were creating this, and then seeing it come to fruition, was it something to where, like, what type of feedback are you getting from this visual now?
We done got plenty of love, man, and we've been submitted to different little film festivals and stuff.
Dope.
So
That's
waiting to see, you know, what's what. You know what I'm saying? So you get out there and you look and stomp the yard, man. Video of the year.
Yeah.
At least one of them. You know, you can nominate it.
Yeah. Because that's definitely one where, you know, because nobody's really creative no more. They just, especially like when people book me to do a video shoot, they like, nah, man, just, you know, they learn what B-roll means. Now they just like, oh, B-roll, and I'm like, bro, this shit is trash. Some videos, man, I just hate doing because there's no plot to it.
It's the level of creativity that's lacking. And personality, man. Like, cats don't got personality no more.
Right.
You know, you see them in an interview, everybody tough, everybody hard, don't nobody laugh.
Right.
Like, I love laughing.
Facts.
You see me laughing on camera all day, every day.
Yeah.
You see me take a picture, I'm smiling. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what the dark side is like. That shit ain't cool, but I came through it. And now I'm on the other side smiling, showing all my teeth.
Right.
And I got all my original ones too, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy that you say that. I just got some dental insurance, and I'm thinking about getting some veneers.
Hey, you gonna get your shit snatched out?
I don't know, bro.
Hey, as long as you don't get them big ass Air Force Ones, then you be cool. You be cool. As long as you don't get the big white ones, and then you be straight.
Yeah, I'm thinking, because they said I was like, I want Invisalign. They said you should. Nah, you need braces. And I'm like, I don't want to walk around with braces. But anyway, so for doing music, like, how did you meet Extraordinaire? And, like, I know chat is right there, but, like, how did you guys meet and start making music together?
Actually, I met Extraordinaire maybe like 20 years ago.
Damn.
And we got together and we was doing an article
for
a magazine out of Alabama called The Hole.
Okay.
And we was on the cover. It was I want to say it was Tennessee Bad Boys. That was the title of that particular issue. And I met him, and then, you know, we kind of clicked up then, but he was still doing what he was doing. I was doing what I was doing. But over time, we just always kept in touch because, you know, everybody was cool. And then, say maybe around 2021, I was kind of in a space where I just was like, I don't really give a damn.
Yeah.
Really, during the pandemic, around that time, like right around when it started ending, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Letting people back outside.
Yeah. I got to a space that I kind of was just not feeling it. And, you know, he hit me up and was like, hey, man, let's do something. And, you know, it took a little time. You know, we started in 2021, and, you know, sometimes it is. Well, I liken it to a basketball team. You can't just get a lot of good players, throw them on the team, and be like, win the championship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Still got to be structured.
Yeah, not only that, but you still got to have chemistry. You got to know who you're dealing with.
Right.
You got to know who you're going to be in the studio with. Because I don't know how a lot of niggas do stuff in the studio, but I'm in there to work.
Yeah.
If I'm having fun and I'm chilling, that's one thing. But if I'm coming, I got my pen and my pad. Yeah, nigga, I'm old school. I still use a pen and pad.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. That's the best way to do it.
Pen and my pad, it's work time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I still like to have fun and talk, and some niggas can't do that. Some people, they
be on mad drugs. They be leaned out.
Yeah,
cool,
man.
like do your thing. But if you in the studio, and this is why I stopped, because I do audio engineer as well. Like I stopped doing that because it's like people don't take it serious. It's more so of like a hangout thing.
It's a hangout, something to be like, hey man, I'm at the studio.
Right.
Hey, tell that girl that shit. You know,
Yeah.
I was at the studio. Nigga, you wasn't doing shit, nigga.
Right.
You should have just went on and went cheating.
That's the scapegoat.
You know
Studio
what I'm
is the
saying?
scapegoat.
So yeah, my bad if I told on somebody.
I'm sure they already know she cheating too.
Yeah.
Yo, girls are slick. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, the
Girls
slick
are a
man,
lot better
slicker
than us
the
at this
can-
shit.
Man, they are. Mm-hmm. They'll goddamn be getting the brakes beat off of them and won't never say nothing about it.
You won't never know.
Ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless you know what that thing feel like, at the
Right.
end of the day, they still got ways they can tighten it up.
Yeah.
Hey, so don't, hey.
They said
hey,
throw some
fellas,
vinegar on it.
Hey, fellas, y'all better, if your girl taking a bath, she might put some vinegar in that thing, you know what I'm saying, in that tub. So you better check watch your gal like you watch your mail, like Tila used to say.
Yeah, if you make sure if there's vinegar sitting on the sink, the bathroom
Sitting in the
sink.
sink, nigga, if it's in the house,
Yeah,
nigga,
kick
pull
her
it
out.
nigga.
Nah, kick
She
her
gonna
out.
Use it on your ass.
Oh shit. So going through this, like you said, you met him 20 years ago doing a magazine.
Doing a magazine,
Yeah.
man, and like I said, we just was always cool over the years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying we were just like best of friends, but
Yeah.
you know, we was always cool. So you know, if he was in Nashville, he'll call me. If I was in Chat, I call him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and then he just really got me out of the space that I just didn't want to be bothered with music no more.
Right.
Like, cause yeah.
So let's talk about that space. When you get into that mode where it's like, man, I don't even know if I want to do this. Like, this ain't, like, you lose, like, the fun of it. Like, what helps you get out of that, like, darkness of your creativity? Like, what helped you, like, you know what I'm saying, get back into it?
Man, to be honest, it was two people that helped me pull me out of that funk of not even wanting to fuck with it no more. And that was my engineer, CC at the Lions Den, Black Belichick, and it was extraordinary. You know what I'm saying? And they would always be like, hey, bro, what you got going on? Like, man, I'm cooling at the moment on some regular shit.
Yeah.
And like, you ain't writing, you ain't doing nothing?
No,
Like,
I'm just at the crib.
Nah, man. Like, I wasn't studying it.
Yeah.
But they let me know, you know, bro, if you was whack, we'll tell you, stay what you're doing.
Yeah.
But hey, you bullshitting, and
Right.
I just like, maybe they right. And from that point forward, I don't know, I just kind of got in my little zone. Because he was just like extraordinary. Was like, look, man, just come up here and record something. You know, we'll hit the studio, and if you feel it, cool, and if you don't, cool. I went up there, and yeah, we kind of started doing our 1-2.
Yeah.
Broke out the pad and the pen, and from that point forward, it just started growing. And my interest came back, and it got more fun because we wasn't just doing the typical street music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which I don't knock it, but don't I want to hear that shit?
Yeah.
Not at this age. You
Right.
know
That's what I was
I'm
gonna
saying?
say.
And it's like, yeah, we like it, but we don't want to hear the whole album like that.
Yeah.
And the fact that we did something totally different was just all the way cool with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of the records we did do for it, you know, we probably wouldn't have done that on our own. But just us together, just we wanted to do something different. Like, we wasn't trying to reinvent the wheel or nothing, but
Right.
we just wanted to make some good bumping ass music.
Yeah. So
know
what
what
was
I'm
that? What was that first song? Like you said, you went to the studio. What was that first song where you're like, yeah, I'm dropping this? And what was your like?
Well, how I feel about it when I dropped it,
Yeah.
I was like, it's cool.
That's
I
funny as
did.
shit.
He like, it's cool, man. Shut up. I think the first song that I wrote to was the "I Don't Fuck with You" record that we did.
I was gonna ask you.
That was the first song that we had recorded.
Because
if I'm not mistaken,
when I look up the song, is it two different versions, or is it because one I was listening to is
One
like
has
I
a
don't fuck with
girl.
you, and then one was I don't mess with you.
One's the clean version, one's the dirty version. I don't mess with you was the radio version. I don't fuck with you was the street version.
Because the first one I heard was I don't mess with you.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it's positive, clean message. Then I was kept going through it. I was like, oh, positive. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I feel you. Now, there was a clean version and then, the dirty version.
Yeah, okay. No, that's funny. Yeah, I did want to ask you about that. So, like you said, like, in the game, 20 years, what is something that you prefer? Because I know, like, streaming is, like, what's happening right now. Like, everybody loves streaming and shit. What would you prefer, like the hand-to-hand, or are you fucking with the streaming shit?
Streaming is all right. It's just because that's worldwide, and you can get the press of a button.
Yeah,
man, ain't nothing like that hand-to-hand interaction. You know what I'm saying? And then if you was a real drug dealer, that really make you feel like, I'm catching sales. Yeah, and it feel good to fill up your backpack or fill up a box and really go somewhere and get rid of all of them. Yeah. Sometimes, that's what we used to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was our shit. Yeah. We would go to different towns, small towns, Shelbyville, Clarksville, you know what I'm saying, all surrounding towns, man, and grab, take 150, 200 CDs. People think that might be a lot. That ain't a lot. But if you actually sell 200 CDs hand by hand, dude, that's a lot of CDs that day.
That's what I tell people too. I was just having this conversation with somebody. Imagine 200 people just standing in this room. That's a lot of fucking people.
Man. People don't get that, man. And then it just started growing to the point where once we started dropping mixtapes, we were doing like 5,000 each time we dropped the mixtape.
Doing hand to hand.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And it's that not instant, but it's that, like, you get to feel that person fucking with it, like, type shit. And just like you said, like, going back to the bag and it's empty, like,
you just meet so many different kinds of people, man. Some people flat out off the bat, nah, I ain't fucking with it. Yeah. Some people you gotta just kind of persuade them to, pop it in there. If the first song you don't like the first song, give it back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time they bought that motherfucker right the back. So shit. And then some people they support you just because you out here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think that part of the game, that hustle part, that's really missing, man. Because shit, people don't come outside too much no more.
Right. And that's the thing. Like, motherfucker can go on his computer right now, drop a song and put it out. There's no legwork needed for this shit.
None. You know what I'm saying? And it's still, man, it's about who you know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if the people you know can make some stuff happen for you, with you, you know what I'm saying? That shit can turn to something beautiful, man. But like you said, man, ain't no legwork being really done. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but, everybody got phones, got computers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of simple these days, but it ain't. It's just kind of, now that the streaming shit going, the market just really oversaturated. Right. I mean, everybody do some kind of music, make beats, do something. So.
And that's why, like, there's a lot of people that are on there putting their stuff out, but not many people are, like, actually seeing anything from it.
Because they ain't marketing it, they ain't pushing it. You know what I'm saying? People think I think a lot of people just think marketing is just sharing their shit on social media.
Yeah, and begging their family to share it.
You know what I'm saying?
I seen people fall out about that shit.
Yeah, you didn't like my shit. Like, that's the weirdest shit in the world, dude. Yeah. That's the weirdest shit ever, dude. Like, because this person didn't like your shit, you ready to go to war.
Yeah, shit is sad. This shit is sad. But listen, that's people that, don't really understand that your hometown, people that that's not your audience. No. They don't have to support you.
Bro, one thing I have learned that when you leave Nashville, it's totally different. Yeah. You get out here and you really grind, people they're gonna fuck with you, especially if you're around, like around Middle Tennessee and all that stuff, surrounding counties, other states. Because I was doing a lot of stuff in the Midwest. And the difference I saw between them and out here, they had real fans at their shows. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't 40 rappers and they friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was real deal fans in there. And I was like, damn, I ain't seen that shit in a long time.
Yeah, because now people just have virtual parties and do this shit online. But there is a hand like of new artists coming up. There's a handful of people that do still they can go out and people will pull up. But those are the people that are able to build a community because that's what hip hop been about is community.
Exactly.
So once you're able to build a community, now you can say, okay, I'm selling a CD for 1,000. At least 2 people gonna get that shit.
Hell yeah.
Like
yeah. I mean, I think a lot of cats need to just focus on, like you said, building their own community, man.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get 1,000 people to just really rock with you,
right?
You know what I'm saying, and maybe spend $20, $50, $100, a year type shit. You know what I'm saying?
You live off of that.
That's a good living.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people want that instant gratification. People want to drop and then they want to blow up.
Right, because they think
be famous
somebody else
in
do it
2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And that shit don't always happen like that, man. It's like your song gonna be bumping, man. But if you ain't pushing it around, you ain't sitting on these podcasts and talking to people and exactly, just giving them a piece of you.
Yeah,
man, ain't nobody gonna want to hear that shit, and that shit gonna be the coldest shit ever.
That's honestly where my favorite artists come from is from watching their interviews, because like I'll listen to the music, but I'll rather know the person more.
Yeah,
and that's why I started doing this because I'd rather listen to a conversation than a full album. Because especially now, everybody's dropping albums, so it's like I love albums, but I also want to know the person more. Yeah, because it's like when you're making songs, it's like you telling a story, but it's also like there's more about the person when it comes to energy, like how you converse with other people. So that's why it's like I appreciate y'all even coming over here, like to rock with us.
Yeah, man, you gotta pull up, show your face, man, shake hands, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, man, just keep moving, man. Keep moving around, keep moving, keep showing your face. Quit being scared to leave town.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Please, man. Nashville is, like, I gotta say this. Mm-hmm. Nashville is not the only city that buys, supports, and listen to good music. Get in your car, take whoever the fuck gonna roll with you, and go somewhere. If it's 30 minutes away, if it's 3 hours away, just go somewhere different and plant your flag.
Right.
I used to do that. I used to love doing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about pop up down somewhere, and I always would either know somebody or I would just meet somebody down there.
Right.
And before you know it, we back and forth.
Yeah, because one person will know the next person, and that's why I say relationships are like currency.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So what's through being in this game and I know there's ups and downs of this shit. Like what's something that was like a challenging time in music besides like you taking a step, like you wanting to take a step back? Like was there something in your career where you were like there was like a ceiling there and you feel like you couldn't really move? Did you ever have to deal with anything like that?
Hell yeah. Like to the point where it was. I almost felt like a nigga got blackballed or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can't say what that was, what it was about. I can't say who I pissed off. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but fuck you. Because at the end of the day, it is what it is at this point. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But it felt like a ceiling, man. But as I started, as I got away from it and kind of looked back on things, you know what I'm saying? I noticed that I didn't have a support system that I should have had or thought I had anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Far as from the city or from my own personal team, you know what I'm saying? And, a lot of stuff that, that happened was kind of on me, and I take my charge for that in full. But a lot of shit wasn't. And, sometimes you just got to roll with how things be.
Yeah. That's what I say is you can't like anything forced is a devil. Like it's like it's not supposed to happen. So it's like forcing yourself in there.
Dude, and like I said, when I really took I don't want to fuck with this shit. When I really took that step, that's how I started looking at it. Well, maybe I wasn't supposed to do this at this time because I had the wrong people around me.
Right.
When I had to really look at the kind of people I had around me, shit was different.
Yep.
And then, since, when you start moving them out the way, things start happening.
Yeah.
And it's been happening, and I can't be mad at how things going.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing, like you said, like even by stepping back, you're able to see things from a distance.
You got see, like I said, back to that same word, man. Accountability, man.
Yeah.
You got to take accountability for the shit that you did, even the stuff that happened to you, because a lot of stuff that happened to you, you kind of might have seen it beforehand, but then you probably kind of downplay it or be like,
right,
oh, he ain't gonna do that to me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So when you start thinking like that, you kind of setting yourself up. You know what I'm saying? And shit, now nigga eyes open, so
right.
I can see
now
everything.
You can see everything. Yeah. That's a fact. So, do you I do want to ask emotional support penis.
Hey,
what's going on,
ladies? If you got any kind of problems, if you need hugs, if you need loving, I am the regular. I am the regular, and I am the maximum emotional support penis.
So is that your? I asked that because is that your own brand?
Yeah, that's one I own shirt. You know what I'm saying? Assholes live forever.
That's
you know what I'm saying? With the
fire.
socks and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
now I'm gonna need you one. You gotta send me the link. You got some in the trunk, shit. Emotional support penis is hilarious. Saying? So assholes live forever. Where did the title come from?
Man, because me and bro really be assholes, but it's not like when people see, a lot of people think you being an asshole is a bad thing, but it always ain't a bad thing.
Yeah. Now
it can be a difficult thing, but that don't, like, I'm not an asshole just for the sake of being one.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can be I turned into the asshole because I'm gonna tell the truth about it. I'm gonna speak on it at the uncomfortable time, but it need to be spoke about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
you're not choosing to be the asshole. They labeling you the asshole. Yeah, they labeling me
the asshole because I'm calling out the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Now, extraordinaire, that nigga be an asshole sometimes just to be one. That's my man, though. But no, he's a good dude, man. But yeah, it's like we assholes, but we two different types. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we both seeing things the same way. You know what I'm saying? He got his perspective on it, I got mine, and we just kind of put it together.
Right. And that's the best thing to have is that respect for each other's vision, because I'm not sure of y'all relationship, but like it's always good to have that person to be like, I see what you're saying, but I don't really fuck with it.
Yeah, but sometimes that shit goddamn lead to some real serious. It led to some real serious headbutting, man. Like, and but at the end of the day, we looked at the overall vision of what we could do with the whole project. So, like I said, being an asshole, it ain't always a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? I love it. If you think I'm an asshole, hey, I love it.
That just means I'm being honest.
I did something right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then too, if I'm really being an asshole, if I'm really being a dick, that's on purpose. If I'm intentionally being an asshole, yeah, that's on purpose. Yeah. But yeah, I ain't just doing shit just cause.
Right.
You see if that makes sense.
No, that's a fact. You're not just like when it's intentional, they'll know it's intentional.
Yeah, you gonna know. Yeah, he ain't fucking with me. You better know it, motherfucker.
You better know it. Oh shit. So you said June 20th.
June 20th, next Friday. You know what I'm saying?
What are some like prominent records on there that you excited for people to hear?
The record I'm Not For Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Ambitious. I love that record. But really, like one of my favorite records, Stomp the Yard. Yeah, that's out there. So we're just trying to let it keep rolling. The new single, Grown Folks Party, that's available right now. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to do some different things. Like I said, we ain't trying to reinvent the wheel. Yeah, just make some good ass music, man. Just people have fun too. So with Stomp the Yard visual, is there more on this album that we're gonna be expecting, like short film type of things like that? Yeah, we definitely got a couple more of those coming up. So that's fire. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the new formula, man. Like, be creative with y'all videos, man. We know y'all got dope. We know y'all got guns. We know y'all got bitches. Yeah. We know y'all in a gang. Like, we know all this. Y'all say it in every song, and then y'all show it in every video. Be creative, man. Ain't nothing wrong with doing all that. Be creative. Yeah. And also, like you're saying, like you got the merch. You constantly,
back making music and everything. Like you also got multiple projects.
Yeah.
Like, and then on top of the merch, like that's just hustle.
where it's
A
at,
lot of
man.
people don't got hustle.
That's where it's at, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Merch is where you eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you think you're gonna make a killing off streams, nah. The merch is where you eat, them shows, you know what I'm saying? Sync licensing. Like it's still a lot of ways to get money with the music.
Yeah.
You know, I hear a lot of people saying, well, 100,000 ain't no money for this industry. Nah, if you trying to blow the fuck up, it ain't. Because you got to pay your way.
Right.
But if you can't turn that 100 into 2 or 3, yeah, you bullshitting.
Yeah. Then you wasn't supposed to have it anyway.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can turn that 100. If you got a good 100 and you know what to do with it, you can turn that up.
Oh God, bring me 100,000. We gonna be rich. I tell you,
you
that.
can turn that shit up.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I feel like it's a lot of like more like when it comes to hip hop, it's more like street music because there's more like they got more money to be able to push these artists into the doors faster than somebody that's a conscious rapper that they like they ain't got bread like that. They just the people that's like backpack rapping like real tough, like it's tougher to get through because there's not much of a budget behind those people.
Yeah, I mean, but then that's where you just kind of got to be you, man. And I see a lot of cats be aligning with folks just for different types of cred. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, man, a lot of cats just don't be them, and a lot of people can see that stuff. That shit is projected.
Yep.
If you ain't who you say you are, that shit you can see that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You remember Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Yeah.
That's what happened with him. That shit,
they knew he like
he was just
bro,
they was
you
trying to attach
not like
himself
that.
to something.
Yeah.
And now they brought him into it. Now they mad because he told y'all should have never.
Y'all knew he wasn't like that,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
So and that's what's going on right now in the industry, man. I think it's a lot of cats that's in position to make some noise and do some stuff, and it's literally getting back to the bars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, like they say, rap done took a dip for the last 2 years. You know
Right.
why? The reason that shit took a dip is because ain't nobody talking about shit.
That's a fact.
Everybody trying to make that hit, get that quick little check, hit the road, boom. They be fizzled out after 6 months to a year, depending on who they got behind them or who they got with them. That's just how it goes.
And that goes back to that instant gratification. They just want to already be this. So everybody's trying to mock these hit records.
I feel like, man, if you get in the kitchen and you really cook some Thanksgiving dinner, you'll stay around long. But if you keep getting in that motherfucker heating up pizza rolls, you're going to be gone. You're going to be gone real quick. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers might fill you up for a little bit, but after a while, they're going to be like, okay, what else you got?
Yeah, that microwave is cancerous.
You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker put you out. So yeah, with it, we're coming into the summer with this project. Now there's summers you had previous, you had this music out. What do you feel like is different about this album, this collaborative album that you're doing? Like, what do you feel like is different with this drop for you?
Like really, man, the difference is this literally kind of like the first album that I've done with another cat. Like, shit, ever. Okay. outside of my
like
my
a full
guys,
project.
But but just like a guy that's just really not closely affiliated. It's just different, and I learned a lot of stuff along the way in the process of it. So the rollout of it is kind of like a build up. It's been building up, and we numbers looking pretty decent.
Yeah,
we still got a lot of work to do. As soon as it drops, that's when the real work starts. So.
And what do you feel about because we got Jelly Roll, we got not we. When I'm saying we, I'm talking about hip hop. Like, so Jelly, well, he's country now, but
I'm about to say you guys get it together now.
so I'm talking about like older artists. So Jelly Roll became like he switched lanes and became.
I commended him for that, man. Like, if I can't get it on this side, but I can on this side, why not?
And that's what I was gonna ask you. Is that something like you see, like, damn, I'm putting all this money into it. Let me just switch over here, put a cowboy hat on.
I ain't doing nothing out of pocket because that just ain't me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't knock people that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? And if it's working for them, cool. But motherfucker been in Nashville all their damn life, and we ain't never thought about rocking no damn cowboy hats or none of that shit, doing no country music or none of that shit. So if it's working, like Lil Bree got him a record.
Yeah,
That
shout out
motherfucker gonna make some noise. It's a couple other cats that got some cool records. But don't just do it just to be trying it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like to make that like your full thing now.
Yeah, it's like, nah, like we been in Nashville all this time, man. We ain't been rocking no country. We ain't been rocking no cowboy boots.
Yeah.
We ain't been rocking no cowboy hats.
And I feel like it's just been something where it's like, you know, you seen
Just a
Shabuzi
trend right now.
Yeah, exactly.
They see that one dude, Shabuzi, they see him shaking it, and I can do that.
And then like Killer Mike also, I wanted to bring him up. Like he's someone that got the most of awards he ever gotten at his late like 40, 50, whatever he is.
In real life, that should have been the first sign that age don't matter no more.
Yeah.
And if you got some good music, you got something to say, man, give it to him. And that album was a classic.
Yeah, fire.
You know what I'm saying?
I still listen to the album.
And I think it's weird, man, that rap is the only genre of music that got a age limit.
An expiration date. Yeah, that's a fact.
That's bullshit.
Even like with like how other rappers hate on each other. Like I'll be saying this shit. Like you don't see that in country. You don't see that in rock. Like
you don't see that in no R&B. They might not like each other, but they not finna do no diss songs.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that's just wild, man, that once you get to a certain, they feel like you get to a certain age, you kind of get pushed out.
Yeah.
And the fact that's been able to happen is how the music kind of got to the state it's in now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of push, if you push all the people that's making sense,
right?
That's making actual good music, and it ain't just, crash out music. You get them out the way, and you get the people that's doing that. Hey, it's easy. Hey, man, I need you to make a song like this. Boom, boom. We pumping the bread to you.
Yep.
Like,
and that's just like in the street too. If you think about it, like all the OGs went to jail or became, dope heads and shit.
Yeah.
And the same shit with the music. Like, it's like they put a limit on shit to where it's like now these young kids running wild because, especially in Chicago, like all the OGs just went out. Especially in Detroit, all the OGs is out. So it's like they got nobody raising them, just like in hip hop. It's like you ain't got nobody raising, so they just doing anything, wearing dresses and all that.
And that's what make it wild, man. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people got a number. You know what I'm saying? If you got a number, you can be bought.
Yeah.
And I think more than anything, a lot of people just really, a lot of people ain't in tune with their star player, man. A lot of people ain't in tune with themselves, man.
Ooh, that's right. That's a fact.
In real life, to be in this industry, man, you gotta be in tune with who the fuck you are, man. Because it's gonna get questioned, it's gonna get challenged. You know what I'm saying? If you doing some hoe shit or some sucker shit, that shit gonna get exposed.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If you doing some behind the door shit that you don't want nobody to see, that shit gonna eventually get exposed.
Always. Every time.
Like, people don't be in tune with them, and it's just too many people willing to do anything for $1. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of cats don't got that. Yeah, I can't do that. Especially if they already down and they dusted and disgusted. Yeah. Some people, it can be a small number that's big to him.
Yeah. And they be like, man, I'm just trying to do it for my family.
Yeah, like,
now you're doing that for
nigga,
yourself.
Fuck that. Yeah,
your family,
you do that for you, nigga.
Your family ain't trying to do that shit. Now you got them looking crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
shit.
I just think it's a lot of weird shit going on as far as the ageism in hip hop, man. I think it's wild, man. But like I said, man, like I love the meme that's been going around or the video of the ladies. Like, if you over 35, keep going.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know. Right now, it's going back to the bars. It's going back to actually making some good music.
Yeah. Yep.
And right now, all the good music coming from a lot of older cats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Because I think it's the thing, especially with hip hop, is like people getting tired of that same. It's like it's a copy and paste method.
That's all it
And
is.
we're losing the
Back to the
community.
pizza rolls.
Yeah, it's just the same shit over and over.
saying?
Like, and like me, I'm like in the middle. Like, I was born '93, so it's like I was around before social media.
Yeah.
I was there when they made social media. I'm living in it now, so it's like I got to experience all three worlds.
And you got to think. I saw that shit to see in '93. I was a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying.
So to see life before these cell phones I'm talking about before cell phones, is to think if everybody had phones then.
Yeah.
Bro, it'd be some of y'all mamas and daddies.
Yeah. That's why all this Diddy shit coming to light now.
Be on goddamn cameras, bro.
Uh-huh.
Like, that shit is just wild, man. But
because people are like, oh, how these people been doing this for years and ain't nobody, bro, they ain't have phones back then. If they had phones back then, bro, these people wouldn't be where they at. They would have been exposed.
I mean, but even still, they got phones now, but I'm pretty sure they make them put them in a bag or something before they go
right
in that motherfucker. You know
what's it called? RFID.
Yeah,
put in
like
RFID box.
You put that motherfucker in there, like, hey, you get it when you leave.
Yeah.
If you leave.
If you leave is crazy. Oh shit. So I want to ask you a question. You know, I seen a meme or a post or something that said when a black man gets to a certain age with success, they start to humiliate them and drain like everything that came from it. So we seen that with Bill Cosby. We seen it now with Diddy. We seen it with Michael Jackson. Yeah. A bunch of people. We can name them. So do you think these people are actually doing these things, or do you feel like there's an agenda behind that?
I think it's kind of both. Because on one hand, you got people that actually been knowing the whole time what was going on.
Yeah.
And it could have been, oh, he cool as long as he stay in line and do. Them dudes piss somebody else, higher up off. Mm-hmm. They piss somebody that can really end your career.
They got that button.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or they didn't do something, you know what I'm saying, as part of whatever they got going on.
Right.
They got out of line. You know what I'm saying? I think stuff like that don't happen just out of the blue and it's like, oh man, didn't nobody know nothing about it? Nah,
right.
That's wild, you know what I'm saying? So somebody high up they the puppet master, man. They making it happen. And yeah, some shit probably is like, you nasty bastard. But on the other hand too, it's like, if it's been going on this long, ain't no way people in the industry don't know about this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, who's worse? The people that's like not checking them about it, or the
both.
motherfucker doing it?
It's actually both, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if my man's here, he with me, I take him somewhere and some shit go crazy. That's kind of, even though I knew what was gonna happen, that's on him. That's mostly on me though, because I knew what was going on.
Yeah, you knew what you were bringing him to.
I knew exactly what I was bringing him to.
So if he falls into that, like, obviously everybody got their own decision, but like, you brought him into that environment.
And still in real life though, like you said, man, everybody got their own decision. And shit, I guess for the right price, they coming on with it. I make you famous.
Oh my God.
I don't want to be famous that bad. You know
I just seen a clip that Young Miami had, and she said it was of Diddy asking her, and she's like that he don't she was like, he don't stop fucking, basically, like,
that's just
emotional
retarded,
support
man.
Penis to a max.
That nigga there, nah, ain't now.
He said, nah, don't put
he
that on us.
definitely ain't no emotional support penis. That nigga just got, I don't know what he got going on. But yeah,
fucking crazy.
I'm here, saying with the relationship souring.
Yeah.
Or she needs some she just need a hug or something, you know what I'm saying? I'm that dick you lay on.
So I ain't the one that's gonna lay on
Yeah,
you.
nah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't finna force you into shit. I ain't finna slip you no Mickeys. I ain't giving you no spike baby oil or nothing. I ain't doing none of that. But yeah, man, in real life, it's more of an agenda. And I wouldn't doubt if some of that stuff going on, but some of that stuff was exaggerated too.
That's what I think, because my thing be like, once one person says something, now there's like 100 girls that dealt with the same thing. I'd be like, come on, everybody, it's a money grab.
Some of them is a money grab, and some of them really probably just got a story to tell. Because when you really think about it, bro, between Hollywood and the music industry, it is a lot of bitter people out here. It's a lot of people fucked up from it, man, because of shit that they got put through or they went through. They got ran through the ringer. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about the stuff that happened to people that wasn't as famous as Bill Cosby, that wasn't as famous as Diddy.
That we don't even know that story, but it still happened. Yeah.
You know, you got to think of stuff how people like Amaya just disappeared. As hot as she was, she just she did something or didn't do something.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Motherfucker like Joe, hot, and all of a sudden out of here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's an agenda to it. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's something to it.
Yeah. It's like a contract you gotta sign. I don't know if we getting too deep into this. They gonna come for us.
Yeah.
We gotta let's switch it over to
the comments that are being made up.
Right. This is
not a disclaimer.
Yeah. That So yeah, I think with dealing with what we got going on here and all the projects you got lined up coming out. What's a feature that you have outside of Extraordinaire, like a feature that you have that you're like, yo, I was so excited to work, and it don't have to be something present. Like I worked with this person, and like this was a pivotal moment for me. Like I was excited to work with this person. Have you ever worked with somebody that you were like real excited to work with?
Not really.
No.
I mean, because everybody that I ever worked with, it was like, it was a mutual thing, and it just like, all right, cool. But I ain't just not one person where I just was like, yo,
yeah.
I ain't really had no, rock with a lot of them kind of features and stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But a lot of cats from around, the city, in and out the city.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty much work with everybody.
Okay,
on some shape, form, or fashion. You know what I'm saying.
And so I would want to say like for the youth of Nashville, like other rappers that's coming up, are you like you're from Nashville, like born and raised?
Born and raised.
So kids that are growing up in Nashville wanting to do music, you've got a hell of experience. So what is something you could tell like a kid coming up that's rapping and wants to be a big,
Be you. That's the main thing. Be you, be authentic. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your business is on point. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got the right team around you. Don't have a bunch of people around you just saying, yeah, just because they think it's going to get them something or get them in something or get them somewhere. Get you a real team, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People is going to have your back in the downtime because it's going to be more downtime than up. You know what I'm saying? I remember I met A-Ball and I asked him, I said, damn, man, how does it feel to just, all these people coming to see you like this?
Yeah.
That dude said, man, it's cool, but it ain't every day. And when you really think about it, it's a lot of downtime in the industry. You know what I'm saying? In between shows or whatever. Just keep working, man. Don't stop working. Put out the content, put out the music that you like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to jump on trends. You know what I'm saying? But more importantly, just be you, man. You got to be in tune with yourself. You can't worry about what everybody thinks. They're going to talk about you whether you're winning or you're losing. So if they're going to talk about you anyway, do what the fuck you want to do. And that's how I move right now. So I just feel like at the end of the day, they're going to talk about me.
Yeah.
Keep on pushing, baby.
And that's what we call a free promo.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of cats, man, especially the kids, man, you ain't got to do everything you're seeing. A lot of bullshit going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people champion a lot of loser shit.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? When motherfucker being honest about some shit, you gotta listen to it. You can't just be like, oh, that nigga ain't got no money, I don't wanna listen to him. Or nah, that nigga ain't never did nothing. I listen to everybody. If somebody talking to me, I'm gonna listen to what they saying. Now I might not apply it. I'm gonna listen and, I might not even be like, I ain't even talking about shit. But I'm gonna listen.
Right.
Because you talking to me.
Exactly. And it could be something that like this space, for example. I was talking with somebody and I was about to walk away from the thing and I was like, I don't know, something just told me, be like, hey man, I'm looking for a spot. I'm looking for a spot to record, and he was like, made a call right there, same day, Simple. And now we here, got our own space.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So be good to people, be nice. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you got to be you got to be a fairy or nothing, but at the end of the day, be genuine with people. Ain't nothing wrong. It ain't nothing hard to, saying thank you. It ain't nothing hard to, be courteous to people, man. A lot of people just be, they famous and got their nose up, or they fake famous and got their nose up.
Fake famous be the real thing. They get a couple 100 likes on Instagram and now they little baby.
Bro, that's the weirdest shit I ever seen in life, bro. I never seen so many people be famous or take it for real like they famous.
Yeah.
Like I think the weirdest shit is when people when these lists come out and all these different, when people don't be on them, or these ballots and nominations and all, when people not on them, I think it's the funniest shit in the world because motherfuckers be mad, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about big. Well, you know what? Fuck that. I don't need no award. That don't validate me. Like, nah, nigga, you mad because you didn't make
But if they was on, they'll accept the award.
You know what? I appreciate everything y'all did for me.
Yo, it's crazy. I was going to ask you about how you feel about lists, so I'm glad you said it.
I mean, I feel like this, man. In real life, when it comes to Nashville, it's really only a handful of people that can make a genuine list.
Yeah.
Because they've been around from the inception to now.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And I honestly think Gennaro and Infamous will be the main two on that panel to make a list of the top 50 in Nashville. Because
they've been around 20 plus years.
They seen everybody, bro.
Right.
They seen Cash come, they seen them go. They seen them put the work in, they seen it all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as me being on them or not, like, I literally don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Like, cause at the end of the day, what's that's gonna help? You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
Cause a lot of these lists, if you look at them, they made from people that maybe got personal relationships with half of the people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it be so like. They homeboys.
I 25 of my partners, or I like a song that it be different, man. Like, it's just a list, man. Like,
yeah.
Y'all relax, man. If you own it, you own it. If you ain't, that don't mean you ain't good. They just probably don't know about you or forgot about you.
Yeah.
It's just a list, bro. Then.
And I know you heard about when Key Glock was on this podcast.
Yep.
Like a lot of people were like
Pissed
going crazy. Like,
that's the fake famous shit.
How did you feel about that?
I didn't feel no kind of way about it because in real life, he didn't lie about shit. They might have did it in a joking way. Now that was the part of it. If you should have felt some kind of way, maybe that.
Yeah.
But even with that, man, he didn't lie about shit. Like, who else know people or got a fan base 3 hours from here, 6 hours from here, 9, 12 hours from here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like people shouldn't have took that personal. I mean, they shouldn't have took that. They should have took it personal to the point where, yeah, let me go ahead and get to work.
Yeah, like, let me do better.
Yeah. It should have been a motivation tactic instead of pissing people off and everybody talking shit. It's like, that ain't gonna change shit.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people that was actually posting stuff and being mad was like, really, bro?
He was supposed to name you?
Yeah, like, really, bro?
Oh shit, I seen it, bro. I'm like, hell no.
I just think a lot of cats, man, just It's the Hollywood shit, man. It's like some people, these phones make you famous. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no Wi-Fi, you ain't famous that day.
If you ain't got no Wi-Fi, you ain't famous. Oh no, that need to be your shirt too. That's another saying
no
right there.
You ain't famous for real, because it's wild, man. I just think people need to focus more on the business side and really just get out their feelings, man. Because once again, they're gonna talk about you regardless. When you ain't doing shit, they're gonna laugh at you. When you're doing shit, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he think he doing something."
Yeah.
So
it's so weird, bro.
It's like it's damned if you do, damned if you don't, man. That's why that's the importance of having real good relationships again in the industry, man. Because everybody might not be your friend, but let me take that back. People ain't gonna always remember what you say, but they gonna always remember how you treated them or how you made them feel.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
And a lot of cats just they just ain't where they at with it, man. So,
and it's also, to add to that, it's easy to remember negative things that happen than positive. Because people take positivity for granted when it comes to like, oh well, that's just how life's supposed to be.
How it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
like,
but when it's not that, exactly. Like it's neither or. It's whatever you subscribe. It's okay. We've been going crazy today.
Yeah. I turned it down.
That's what happened to me. I don't know what happened. My shit was off. So that's them phones, man. So I think
technology shit, sitting there listening to us talking shit.
Might as well do the podcast on there.
Telling on us, sending out messages and shit. Smart dumbass phone.
So now that we're going into this this new like realm of technology as far as like AI and all that stuff, like I seen there was a AI bot that was like a top streamer because it was like a coded thing and it made up its own lyrics and
that's wild. But I don't know. I think it's kind of weird because in real life you still can't get what you get from a robot from a human.
Right.
Yeah.
Like pussy, you can't get no pussy from AI.
He can think fast. Somebody out here done tried it. They got them old AI robot too, and probably at home with the little goggles on, nigga. Goddamn me going hard on a pillow at the house.
Oh, shit. Got the AI voice on it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he going hard on the pillow.
AI pussy is crazy.
Yeah, that sounds nasty, kinda though when you really think about it. But nah, man, human interaction, I don't think will ever be replaced, man. I don't give a fuck what the robot do. Like, you probably can come up with 1 million songs, literally.
Yeah, literally.
And they all,
15 seconds.
20 seconds, you know what I'm saying? And it just gonna sound crazy, but when they do perfect it to the point where that shit is clear as we talking now, that might be more of a problem than anything. Because almost now you can almost tell it's some AI or if it's kind of robotic. You can kind of listen to it. If you listen to it enough, you can tell, okay, that ain't.
Yeah.
But then there's some of them that make it sound like, well, who is that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that's like, because like people in like my field, they be like, oh, these apps are making graphics and they're gonna take our jobs and all that. But I feel like if we utilize AI in what we doing, ain't nothing taking your job.
Can't take shit, yeah.
So that I feel like that's the same thing with music. People are like, oh, they're making samples with AI and all this shit. It's like, so use it.
All right.
Put it in your beat.
Man, a lot of this technology shit scaring people though. Because it's happening so fast and every day it's literally something.
Yeah.
I'm talking about something. They trying to perfect, they trying to put out, and shit, yo.
And they've been doing this shit for 10 plus years in China. We just behind as fuck.
Behind. So ain't no telling how the AI is over there.
Right.
They probably got some they probably got some robots with some regular pussy on it.
That robo twat.
And they probably
like a real
had
pussy.
100 fatalities because the nigga done got caught in the damn robot.
He's stuck in a pussy. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's a good way to go out.
Malfunction on his dick.
That's a good way to go out.
Not on no fucking robot. Not on no robot. In real life,
Yeah, because now you're a creep. Now it's like,
yeah, like
type Diddy
man,
work.
What happened, man? You know, he died fucking the robot. That sound wild as hell.
Oh my God. All right, so now we at this point, man, where I want to just ask you, are there, like with this album coming out, are there any, I know it's going to be like, no, of course not. Were there any doubts or anything, any challenges with this project where it became like, I don't know if this is the one we going to put out, or was there different variations of this album that brought it to this?
Once we got it done, we overall, I think we recorded like 16, 17 songs. Mm-hmm. So we just was really going through a process of just picking them. So one version came, like, nah. And it was just back and forth until we got down to like 13. So we had 13 songs on it. And it like I said, it was Thanksgiving dinner, man. So you know how that go.
Yeah.
Take your time and make sure everything tastes good. Make sure everything just right.
Right, no microwave.
You know none, no pizza rolls, player.
And I think I do want to ask this last question here is, do you prefer, like, if you had a choice, would you prefer to stay independent, or would you want a label deal?
I would take a label deal, because that label still got access to a lot of stuff that I'm gonna need. Right. Or I probably just can't get the reach to. Yeah. Now, at the end of the day, man, it's all about what you negotiate. You know what I'm saying? If they come to you, man, you pretty much can get what the fuck you want. Right. Now, when you go to them, yep, they got the draws down.
You got the draws down. Yep.
They ready. You know what I'm saying? Come on, get this meat. Right.
That's crazy.
That's just what it is.
No, it is, because they'll take advantage of you.
They gonna get you, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I would take a label deal, but like at the end of the day, I'll take an artist deal. It just all depends on the terms, bro. Right. You get what you negotiate. Yeah. If you just take anything and just happy because you getting signed, yep.
Yeah, that's what it is about, having leverage. Like in this game, in any business, it's like, how can you leverage an opportunity? Exactly, and you got to build that leverage.
I trip off cats that get these deals and you want to turn down like advances. Like, I get it, but at the end of the day, you can still buy yourself out of that. Like, people don't understand.
Just putting the work. That's it. People feel like it's fucked up deals, but it's only a fucked up deal when you don't do the work.
You don't do the work.
Just do the work. Now, there is fucked up deals, but like most of them that they complain about are not.
But I think a lot of cats, like, I don't think they either knowledgeable enough, or they either, I can't say they scared, but they just ain't really thinking about that. Just really be excited to get the deal. Yeah. It's like, dude, you probably really could have got way more than what you was looking for out of the deal. You know what I'm saying? If you sign, nigga, they got access to stuff that you can use. Trust me. They supposed to anyway. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's just how it be, man. I tell cats, man, look, sign the deal. If they're gonna offer you some money in advance, get the advance. Right. You can negotiate all that shit. Right. That shit can be in there. They telling you now is this because that's what they don't want to do. Right. Fuck them.
Get you a lawyer.
Get you a motherfucking lawyer and tell them what the hell you want.
Yep. And you gonna get it.
You definitely gonna get it, bro.
If you worth it. Like if they feel you worth it, they'll negotiate and do all that. But everybody just, like you said, excited just to sign, and that's
just
it.
Sign, man. And if you gonna get the advance, at least double it up, or invest. You know what I'm saying? Make it work for you. Don't just ball out, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas they get some money, and niggas go from Chucky to Chuck E. You know what I'm saying?
That's the chain. You got it on the chain, Chuck E. Nah, but so if you want to let the people know where they can stream your music, what you got coming up, we went over that, but like, let them know where they can find you, all that shit.
You can find me on all platforms at Ramdon365. You catch me on YouTube at Ramdon365 TV, or just still, you can, like I said, Assholes Live Forever. Extraordinary Crisis of Ramdon, June 20th. You can get the pre-save link now. It's in the bio. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
Fire.
Real Nigga Rap Music 3 on the way.
Yeah, multiple projects coming out, man. This dude's working his ass off. So
I'm trying to, man. Just being a little quiet about it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I want to
man.
be famous.
That's how it is. You got it's like a shark in the water. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? You got to work your way around
Keep
it.
on going, baby.
Yeah. So make sure y'all tap in, man. June 20th, Assholes Live Forever. I'm a part of that asshole group, so make sure y'all go and grab that too. And if you need an emotional support, penis, holla at my guy right here. He gonna get you right.
I do use condoms because they work.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Episode 90, Cruz Control Radio. Let's go.